Hi, I'm Mr. Eric Tang. In this lesson, we will learn the C input function called scanf and getS. Now we have defined four variables in integer, float, character, and string data type. We want to ask users to enter data, and we will store the data into these variables. In C, we always use the following steps to ask for user inputs. Here, the first step is to output some instructions to the users. Just like here, I just use printf to output a single instruction telling users to input an integer. The second step is to use these flush functions to clear all data previously input from the input buffer. We'll talk more about this later. The third step is to use these scanf functions to collect input from the keyboard. You can see in this scanf function, there are two input arguments. The first argument is a string telling the data type of the input data. %d means integer, %f means float, while %c means character. The second argument is very special and easy to get wrong. You must input the address of the variables to store the input data. This N symbol means the address of a variable. Here I need to explain what is the address of a variable. Computer memory is just like many storage boxes putting together. Each box can store a byte of data. We'll give each box an address number so that we know where the data are stored and where to find the data back. A variable A means there are some memory space reserved for storing data. The assignment statement here, A equal to 0, means that we store zeros to that storing space. In C program, if we write A, it means the data inside that memory location A. But internally, there is an actual memory address for the variable A, and we can use this and A to find that memory address. Therefore, the scanf requires the address of a variable while printf here requires the content of the variable. One of the common errors is that you forget to type this and sign in the scanf statement. Your program can still be executed, but you will get wrong in the output. The other kind of error is that the input data type doesn't match the data type specified in the first argument. Okay, let's run the program now to see the result. You can enter the data here like this. And you can see the program will just print out what you have just input. As I said in last video, we need to handle string differently in C language. For example, we will use this getS function instead of the scanf to input string. This getS function is defined in the string.h file, and therefore we need this include statement. Finally, I would like to explain the flush. It is used to clear all the previous input data in the input buffer. Now I just remove and comment these flush statements and see what happened. Okay, I run it again. You can see now I input more than I need in the first input, like I input 1, 2, A, enter. You can see without this flush, the letter A is still kept in the input buffer after my first input, and it is used by the second and third scanf statements. The result will be wrong. Therefore, I recommend before every input statement, we should put this flush to clear the input buffer. Okay, we stop here and see you in the next video. Goodbye.